Hey guys, Yugioh here. Today is going to be a video talking about a deck that Vexcus4666 posted on Auto Reality Games because he posts articles on there, and he really loves his prophecies. And prophecies are fun, and they're going to get so good when that spell card comes out. Obviously, we all know that Priestess of Prophecy is basically the one card that really pushes the deck because it's so powerful, and obviously because spellcasters, the prophecies are getting more support, the deck is getting better. But there is an alternative. As you know from Cosmo Blazer, Reaper of Prophecy came out and hasn't really done anything, and it needs its own deck to dedication to make itself. It has some really cool effects, and if you do it right, it's a very potent deck. And the way that he's made his deck, I actually just copied it card for card because I really wanted to see how it worked, and it's actually really good. I wouldn't say it's on the same level as the original Prophecy deck with Priestess, but it's cheaper, and that's always a bonus. It's got a lot of cool things that you can do with it. It's got great top deck potential simply because Prophecy Destroyer. But yeah, so it's got 3 Reaper Prophecy, 2 Fall of Prophecy, which you can once per turn send a spellbook card from your deck to the graveyard. And then during the end phase, if you have 5 in your graveyard, then you contribute this card to summon Reaper or Prophecy Destroyer, and obviously it will get all its effects and everything. Prophecy Destroyer, obviously, you can banish 3 spellbooks to summon it from the graveyard, which is always great. Spellbook Magician, yeah, it's a great consistency tool. Magical Exemplar, that's for because you have so many spellbooks and spell cards that this card can easily go up to 6 counters, and then you can special summon Reaper Prophecy from your hand or graveyard, so you can get its effect straight up. 2 Lightsworn Sorceress, that's for the milling, because you want to mill spellbooks as quick as possible, so you can summon Reaper, and obviously mill your prophecies because you don't want to draw them really. 1 effect Veiler because you can search it, you can get it from Spellbook Star Hall and other things like that. You got 3 Spellbook of Secrets, 2 Spellbook of the Master, 2 Powers, 2 Life, 2 Wisdom, 2 Eternities, 2 Fate, 2 Spellbook Tower, 1 Spellbook Star Hall, which has proven to be really good. Actually, I really like it because it was a tap boost when you activate spellbooks. Obviously, you got staples, you got card destruction, which helps you get through your fill up your graveyard really quick. And of course, you got Charge of Light Brigade to mill, so you can get a Light Sworn and you can mill some more. Reasoning, because it puts loads and loads of spellbooks in your graveyard really fast. If the card was at 3, then you'd play 3, but it can't. So they would normally declare 4 because it's the normal one. So normally you get Reaper Prophecy, actually you mill it, and then it's like, oh, I get to special summon it while I've milled 5 spellbooks, so you get all the effects off. Obviously, if I haven't just talked about the effects yet, if you special summon it or normal summon it, and it's got 3 or more spellbooks in your graveyard, this card gains 600 attack, so it goes up to 600. 4 or more, add 1 spellbook spell card from the deck to your hand, which is great, and 5 or more, special summon 1 level 5 or higher spellcaster type monster from your deck. And this effect can only be used once a turn, so if you special summon another Reaper, then you don't get to get the second one's effect off. So it makes sense just to summon a Prophecy Destroyer instead. And of course, because of that, you can go into rank 6s really easily. So of course you have stuff like Photon Strike Bouncer, Peter Jackson Messiah 7, I can't pronounce it, and Focus Force, and have you got some rank 4s as well, and you've got he put Big Eye in there, but I don't know how you're going to make that unless you use the Necro Booker spell. Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, that's always great for overlaying stuff, and you got Arcanite Magician, which is really great in this deck, which is makeable. So yeah, it's got different things you can do with it, but I want to actually go through a few duels of me actually playing this deck so you can actually get an idea about what I'm doing. So yeah, let's take a look. Alright guys, I thought I would need to do more than 1 duel, but actually this one seems to showcase the deck pretty well. This is against some kind of Photon Heraldic deck, so I wouldn't take the opponent too seriously, but he does seem to know his card rulings quite well, and he knows his way around the deck, so he's obviously played around a bit. So I think that qualifies as enough just to do 1 duel. I did want to do multiple duels, but this one went on for like 7 minutes when I sped it up by 300%. So as you can see, like I did reasoning and I milled some stuff, and I actually got a really good opening hand. He managed to call level 2, right? So I milled Spellbook of Prophecy. I milled loads of stuff and I got full, and I got some more counters, and I activate Fool's Effect and he stops it, so I can't get my first turn's Reaper, which is a shame, but you know. So I put 3 monsters on the field, and I seem to have I can sit behind that for a little bit. But I didn't know what he was playing, so he actually summons. I think he goes straight up and summons a Photon Fascia. And I was thinking he's not going to be able to get through my whole deck, my whole field, because Photon Fascia can't attack unless it's the only one on the field. So I wasn't too worried. I thought either one, because if he has to destroy an Exemplar, otherwise I can use its effect to get back full again. So he's just going to waste his Veiler. So he has to get rid of the card that can reborn everything. I forgot that the counter. So he overlays into. I think he summons. I can't remember what he summons now. Summons something big anyway, with a decent body on it. So he summons Slavar Chain, and he send Leo, which Leo obviously when sent to the graveyard adds a card. So at this point I'm okay. Obviously he adds a few. He's activated quite a few spell, but I knew that my card was going to get destroyed. So he uses 3 cards in hand. I go Fall of Prophecy, and I thought my Lila can save that for later, because he doesn't seem to be running much back row, so I wasn't too mad. So activate effect to send a spellbook which you don't have in your graveyard already, so that you can actually do it, because it needs to have 5 different spellbooks of different names in the graveyard, rather than just sending loads of secrets and loads of powers or something. So you destroy that, and yeah, so I add a Spellbook Tower to my hand, because I thought if he does destroy it I can get a Exemplar from my graveyard or whatever. Doesn't really matter. So that's pretty cool, and I'm thinking what else to do now. So I set Fate. So I thought, oh no, I'm down to 1 card, but the deck so far has actually been playing quite well. So I only have 4 spellbooks in the graveyard by this point, so I can't do Fall of Prophecy. But she tries to do its effect, and I activate Spellbook of Fate to make sure that Leo doesn't go. So I banish 3 spellbooks and I banish Leo. And I'm thinking quite chuffed with myself at this point, because he's put his monster in defense mode and he's going to lose 2 monsters for the price of 1. So he's going to be thinking, what can I do? So he obviously has the Derp card Reborn, which I absolutely detest by this point, because it seems to always crop up on me at the worst possible situation. So he special summons a... yes, goes into that, and by this point I was like, oh god, I've got to find a way to get past it. I realised that Spellbook of Tower gives me an extra card. So I activate Spellbook of Tower to put a card back in and get another draw. So I was quite chuffed that I managed to actually draw a perfect out to Amiga, which is quite weird. I thought he might have had Honest, because he wouldn't, to follow up with an Honest there would be pretty good. So, but anyway, I go for it, because I thought even if it dies I can just special summon it back again. You'd have to find a way to get over it. So yeah. So Prophecy Destroyer, once obviously it gets destroyed, I can just keep bringing it back by banishing spellbooks, and that is what makes it so good. Of course, I do draw into my Prophecy Destroyers now and again, but I do, find a way to. I was thinking of adding Eternity back so I could keep a flood full of, a handful of spellbooks, but I thought fuck it. So Other Conway, you banish it to add another Heraldic card from your deck to your hand. So yeah, the deck seems to be, throughout the whole course of this duel, my deck seems to do everything that it's supposed to do, and it wins. Pretty happily actually. It got to one point where I almost lost with Amiga there. If I didn't get a decent thing, but I thought he's not running Ryko, even though he is running the milling engine. So I had Spellbook of Secrets to my hand. I don't bother activating it because I haven't really got anything, no rush really. So I summon Reaper Prophecy. I have 5 spellbooks in my graveyard, so I go all out and just summon a add a spellbook to my hand and Reaper Prophecy, and then I go into Photon Stripebound, which unfortunately actually did screw me over quite badly, because he actually had the proper cards. So he attacks me with that, and I thought, oh god, honest, but actually no, he Forbidden Lances, and I thought, oh fuck's sake. So anyway, I banished 3 spellbooks, I think. Yeah, I banished. I don't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. I banished 3 spellbooks, I think, to summon the Reaper of not Reaper Prophecy, Prophecy Destroyer, and that seems to settle the game quite happily actually, because it's such a good amount of attack, So anyway, I get back that and I do some more shenanigans, and I can't believe I just played this deck a game a minute ago and I can't even remember what happened. So yeah, obviously the second Reaper Prophecy doesn't get its effect, because Reaper Prophecy can only be activated once a turn. So that's fine, because then you get 2 monsters for the price of 1, so it's at 2k. Yeah, so he detached. I thought for a second that Heraldic Beast Leo doesn't actually get its effect because it's a when effect, but actually it's not optional. You have to add a card to your hand. So I made a mistake there, but he took it. He was fine with it. So um, we can move on from that pretty quickly. So that's fine. And yeah, so I was like, okay, he's going to do another Xyz monster because he has no choice really. So he summons Palladius, Photo Knight Palladius, and does that. I know that he's going to attack it, so I take 2k. Yeah. So I'm thinking my monster's 2000 against his 2000, so I'm going to have to either ram it or I'm going to just go and go fucking crazy on him. So I could have used a spell about Tower's effect and get some more cards, but I've already got 6 cards in hand by this point, so I wasn't too, mad. So I banish some stuff, and then I summon Prophecy Destroyer, and that is what's so good about it. The only problem is that people don't like about that card is that you have to send it to the graveyard, and it's a real pain in the ass to do that. You don't want to draw them, and it is annoying, but it is a 2/500 beat, and that's really good. It's a perfect attack. I think I just said that already in this video, but I do like it. So I'm mill and I've only got 6 cards left in my deck because you go through the deck so quick. It is kind of like a turbo deck, but Reprophecy is a good card. It's a good card. It does take 2 cards out of your deck just by its own effect. So yeah, this video is finished and he scoops. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So not much else to say. So I hope you enjoyed watching this deck in action. I could make more videos, but I don't want this video to be like 25 minutes long. So so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Please do comment down below how you feel about the deck because it has got some cool things that you can do. So yeah, don't forget to share, like, and everything, and all that. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, the Thetcglover is out.